game now, everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he puts through the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Gets rid of it. Snagged on the outside. It's Graves. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Lets it fly. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Really good throw and catch there, David, but on 3rd down, you have to put a little bit of heat on the quarterback somehow.
Somehow, some way, get him uncomfortable. They didn't do it there. Great job by this offensive line. Nice protection, good clean pocket. QB rips the football, easily gets the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one up.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Colin.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
Jacksonville State 7, Troy 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Mayo. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. The defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Got a man. It's Mayo. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great in the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Gets it out quickly. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. He's looking to throw it. He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's got his man. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on the first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
He's got it. Push down for the tackle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Jacksonville State.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Quick completion on the out. Turns it on in midfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing angle routes, especially against man coverage. You know you've got your running back one-on-one with that linebacker, and that's a play your running back should win every time.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. They're working that left side.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to throw it again. Caught close to the marker, it's Graves. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Going up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll line up for a second down play. Now the play fake. Slings it. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. They had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution out of them moving forward.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pressure coming. Got his man quickly. Open space at the 25. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Lining up to convert third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Coming after it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
First down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Jacksonville State 21, Troy 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Second down coming up.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Firing to the right, complete. Still running at the 40. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Gamecocks! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wants to throw. Got his man down the middle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the punishment has been extended. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be knocked down.
14. And your Troy Trojans will take over 1st and 10.
A first down for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. That is no good. Oh, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
A 10-yard loss on the play. 2nd down.
Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.